Welcome back to the channel. I'm King of Batten, and in today's video we're playing Robocraft Infinity, which some of you may have seen Robocraft before because I did stream it once or twice on the channel just because I had free time and was doing it while I was still setting some stuff up. That was a few months ago. But this is Robocraft Infinity, which is the console version of that game, so it's slightly different. But I think actually no, they're not that different anymore. I think they're fairly similar, but either way, the game is less popular on the console, like significantly less popular too, because if you didn't know about the game on PC, you probably wouldn't be playing the game on console. But I bought it on console thinking that it'd be just as popular, and then it wasn't. And then it also takes forever to build anything, especially with the controls for Xbox, so I kind of didn't play it that much, but it's still a cool game that I played. And overall, you don't get into too many PvP matches, player versus player matches, but there's like a single player wave type game mode that you can play, so I'll be showing that off more than anything, because if I wanted to do the PvP version, then I could just go to that. So this is something that's different, I think, because I haven't opened a chest on the PC version at all in a long time, while in this one you still get these chests that give you a part, and then you just have that part to use indefinitely, pretty much. Like once you unlock the part, you have the part for that amount of time. This is something that I was working on. I think there's wheels inside of this, if I remember correctly, in case like it broke. I don't know. That was kind of a dumb one. I was doing that one more for fun. I don't have too much stuff in here, but I think we'll use if we're going into PvP, maybe we'll use this one and then switch to a hovercraft. Was a build, drive, fight. That's their like motto, I guess. The PvP versions, well, I'll try one. I'll try and load into one and see if it loads. But if it doesn't work after like 2 minutes, then it'll be in the single player mode. So there's that. And I'll bring you back. Oh, shit. Never mind. I think. I don't know. It says contacting servers, but it might not. Yeah, I was going to say it might not be loading me in. Anyways, I'll bring you back when I'm in a match. All right. So this is the. She's too quiet. Anyways, this is the AI version because the like actual PvP was taking too long. So this is technically PvE since it's a computer control. Can I make that jump? No. Okay. Yeah, so I had to do it this way. So right now I'm using these, they're called chain guns or something like that. It's just a minigun pretty much. If my game doesn't crash, there we go. I was gonna say. So this gun has very high fire rate, very low damage per shot, but very high DPS because of the amount of shots fired. There's a red laser. I don't know if that's a glitch or if that's actually there, but that's from a sniper rifle, which is what this hovercraft has that's coming towards me. So in theory it should lose because it's, well, actually if it shoots my guns directly, it can really like poke holes through my craft, which breaks it apart easier because the whole middle is just blocked. So if it breaks a few very specific blocks, that can cut my craft in half pretty much, which would lower my mobility and my damage. So it all depends on where it hits. Each weapon is really pretty well balanced actually, despite how different they are. Of course there are some that are far easier to use, but when you get them into the situation that they're meant to be used in, they work very well. Like they have a melee weapon which is incredibly hard to use if you don't build the right craft for it. Can I get my leg? There we go. If you don't get the right craft for it. I keep killing the same one because all the other ones ran away. But if you have the right craft for each weapon, then it'll work out. This went incredibly quickly. Probably because this same one keeps coming at me. I'm pretty sure it's hollow for the most part, besides it's hovercraft. So yeah, see, I did all the damage there because I'm just against bots. It really makes the game almost unplayable because it takes so long to get into a match against a real person, and the PvE matches, the AI isn't that great usually, or their bots aren't that good, so it doesn't matter what you come in with. Usually you'll probably win. Usually probably. That's unnecessary. But here we are anyways. It does give a decent amount of XP, I guess. Like, you can still level up through it, which is a good part about it, but overall it's still not as fun as playing against normal people. And I don't know why it is. I don't know if it's people who didn't buy the game or the support for the game wasn't there to actually make it make people want to play it. I don't know what happened there with this game or this version of the game, because the one on PC has had a huge fan base for a very long time. And this one just got almost nothing. I think it was good for like the first week that it was out, and then I stopped playing it for a while, so I don't really know when it dropped off for sure. But in that first week, matches were going in very quickly. I guess people got tired of it or realized that they'd have to start over on the console if they played it on PC. So it was probably something like that, I would assume, but there's really not much that goes on with this game. Come on up. Alright, cool. So this craft is using the guns that I generally use the most, which is kind of like these little pellets. They also have a very high fire rate, low damage per thing. He flipped over. Alright. But it kind of locks on. So once you get your lock and you can hold your lock, you'll never miss. So if I can find something, I hear stuff dying, but I can't see anything yet. Also, since I'm a hovercraft, I don't have to worry about the ice here. But like wheels, we'll have to worry about it, and sleds, I think, too. I don't know what that craft was, but it was absolutely tiny. I shredded it with these little things, and then interesting. I think they almost killed each other. But you can see like the shots are even curving towards the enemy, so I don't have to worry about it too much. But he's using lasers, which is kind of like the combination between the chain, and I might lose this one, yeah, because his shots do more damage per, and we're already about to win. I've only gotten like 1 or 2 kills. No, I only got 1 kill. One of these robots is out here murdering. T-bot 1. It's the one with the one gun. It's like one rail gun, which is the weapon I talked about in the last match. So the guns on this one curve shots, but the robot that killed me had ones that you can choose where you shoot. So in theory, he could just shoot straight through the middle of my craft, and one half or the other is gonna just disappear since it's not connected. So it's whatever the game decides is. Probably has more CPU, which each block contains a certain amount of CPU. So yeah, that's probably how it's decided. Let me see something too, because I don't remember. Because I know they changed it for the other game. But it's like if you have... So yeah, you see the damage boost, the CPU, which is each block. Damage boost is the amount of damage you can do. Health boost, amount of health, speed boost. So all of this stuff changes. But if I get rid of these guns, my damage boost goes up. Because the less guns you have, the more damage each gun will do to try and balance stuff out. But you can also get like a really big gun, put one of it on, and then you'll have a high damage boost on a high damage gun. I'm pressing all the wrong buttons. I don't know how to play this anymore. Is it Y? Yeah, okay. So if I were to put on, do I have it? The rail impaler, which is the biggest version of that railgun I was talking about. I can put it on. It has the highest damage possible. If I put on 1, I get that much. If I put down another 2, what's the sign I can't do? Can I place here as it overlaps? Okay. Okay. I'm trying to place 2 down to show how much of a difference having 2 does. Correct placement detected. Return to inventory. There. So see, 2 drops it down to 3%, but the 1 just has it at 20%. So it's a huge boost for just having one of these guns. And I believe that it also wouldn't have its maximum fire rate. Can I see the tooltips? Energy per shot 0. Hit rate, fire rate 14. So I think if you have 2 of these, you'll have 7, or you have 14 shots per second. Yeah, I don't know. I actually don't know how to read this. This is probably not the best game to be doing because I don't know the most about it, and it didn't have great support, so there's not really much to show off. I probably already showed just about everything I could for this game, but there's still a few more I can do. Let me put this back together real quick so I don't have to worry about it later if I even get to the point where I need to worry about it anymore. This one has healing weapons on it, but I don't use healing weapons. Well, there's no point in me using them since I don't have an actual teammate to heal. They're just bots which don't necessarily need any of the help. So I'll bring out this one. This one is plasmas, which is my second favorite. Well, one of my favorite weapon types. It's a little harder to use since each shot uses so much energy, but each one is AoE damage, and if you get a decent one, it can do a good amount of damage where it hits and then also spreads the damage out. So it's pretty good overall, actually. Is it? Yeah, okay. It's look to turn, because I think that was the easiest way to have it set up. I tested both ways, but still this one came out to be the best way, even though it's kind of it makes it difficult to get a broadside, which would be good for this. What the hell? Oh, they were stuck on each other. So this one has a good alpha strike, I think is what it's called, which is basically the shots when it's fully charged, because it will get more shots out at a time and overall get more damage done. It has a higher DPS, which is damage per second, when you first shoot it than if you were to be in a sustained fight. So its real thing is to get in, and it's used for bombers a lot. It's like you see how I pretty much melted it down to half health, and usually depending on how I am or where I hit or how the robot's made, I might be able to take out all of its weapons in that, all of its ability to move, and then I'll just kill it immediately. But that one had legs, which generally have higher health, but I'm probably gonna get killed here now because I'm too deep into their side with no help coming probably. But my tread should be able to, even if I lose, as long as I have one tread on each side, I should be able to move still. So it's harder to take out this bot because it is literally a tank. It's just a bunch of blocks with some weapons smacked on top and tread smacked underneath. It is probably the heaviest tank that I've made, at least in this version of the game. I tried to do heavier stuff, but they put a lot of caps on. Well, it's very unclear to me at least. What's hitting me? From where? There's shots like coming through walls. I'm finna lose now too, because I have to depend on these robots or the computers for kills and not dying also. I also don't know where the enemy has been. I've only seen like 2 of them for real. I'm pretty sure that OP bot 2 is gonna get killed immediately. Yeah, there's its health going all the way down, and it died. So that's really all it is, and that's what this game has turned into since it lost its, I guess, well, since it wasn't that popular, there's no one playing it. So about all you can do is just play this game mode or wait like 5 minutes to get into a match against people. I waited for like 2 minutes before, but I don't have too much time today, so that's probably also where I'm going to end the video. The shortest video I've put out so far, but thank you for watching. I'm King of Batting. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitch at king__batting. There's trailers for videos coming out, and also like notifications for when I'm streaming, and then Twitch is where all the streaming is going to be happening, obviously. But don't forget to like the video, share with your friends. All that stuff helps me out. I don't know why this is sitting so high, but all this stuff helps me grow the channel. So thank you for watching. Subscribe, like, share. That's all that I did. All right, bye.